Kia ora, good morning. Welcome to another super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. Hope you're having an amazing start to the day. Today is all about being thankful and being grateful. So, what are some of the things that we can do to be grateful? So, I read this great article that was called, hang on, I have to find the name of the article again. I wrote it down here. 6 ways to implement more gratitude in your life. And I thought, well, this will be interesting. What sort of things do they have to suggest? So in the description is a link to the actual article, but I did write down the 6 things, so I'm going to go through them. And this was after I found this article after I had written out in my little blue book here. See, 18 ways to be grateful. I've got 18 things today that I'm thankful for. So I thought, well, that's it's always a good practice to get into that. So the very first thing on the list of 6 ways to implement more gratitude in your life is to keep a gratitude journal. Write down things that you're grateful for. Write down about your day. You can write it as a list. You can write it as a paragraph, however you want to write it. And one of the things they suggest is sometimes that when we make things a daily task, we lose the enjoyment of that thing because it's now something we have to do every day. So if you want to journal daily, that's great. If you want to journal once a week, that's great. If you want to journal once a month, that's perfect. Whatever it is, whatever suits your lifestyle and suits you to journal, do it that way. I don't journal every day. Sometimes I go through a spat where I will journal every day, and then I won't journal anything for like 6 months. This is basic. This blue book, and I have a red one around somewhere as well, have basically been my daily journals, because in here I put what you'll probably notice that it's upside down as well, because what I was doing in my journals is I was going forward and just using the right page only. Then when I got to the end of the book, I would flip it over and then use the right page again. So I have, my days are all mixed up. But of course, this is how I keep track of what day I'm on for my Facebook challenge. So when I started doing the Facebook challenge, I thought I have to keep a way of keeping in mind what day I am on and what I did that day. And so this has become, in the morning I will write out, that it's today. I've got here written day 505, 17th of December, 2020 in Mesa, Arizona, and it's Thankful Thursday. And then I just started listing things I was grateful for, and I could fit 18 on the page. And then I thought, well, I wonder what else is out there that people could be grateful for. So there was the gratitude journal, and was the number one on how to get more gratitude in your life. But there's also another article that's 60 different ways that you can, 60 different things you could be grateful for. Things like good health, money in the bank, good friends, freedom of religion, your parents. Oh, my parents are great parents. I'm so grateful for them. Weekends, having a partner, pets. I love my dog. Even more so this morning because I felt very guilty. She had an upset stomach, and I wasn't paying attention to her cries this morning. And when I got out of the shower, I could smell something really weird. And she had left me this nice little deposit in the middle of the floor, in the middle of the living room area. And it took me a while to get it cleaned up. But and she sat there and she looked so guilty. And I just went over and I hugged her and stroked her and said, "It's okay." I said, "I didn't listen to your call. So you had to go, you went." So when we're in, so I thought, great, we don't have to worry about her pooping for the when we go for our walk. Yeah, no, that didn't quite happen. She still had more to come, and but she'd had that upset because I wasn't listening to her. But I am thankful that she's in my life and gives me unconditional love. But I'm also thankful that I am learning to communicate with her on a different language. I have to learn to communicate with her, and it's a challenge to figure out her different sounds and what they mean. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do that. Learning from mistakes. There's a great one. I didn't learn to listen to her, and I had to do a big cleanup this morning. Things like opportunity to get an education, having a home, an ability to read, breathing fresh air, bed to sleep in, laughter, safety and security, cars, sunshine, time, clean water, cell phones, love, books, kindness of strangers, campfires, pain, art, holidays, freedom of speech, rainbows, tears. I love tears and I love rainbows. Waking up today, something as simple as waking up. Thankful for that. Indoor plumbing, wisdom. And some people may think that indoor plumbing is not something to be grateful for. Trust me, it is. When you've been out camping in a tent and there's no facilities, you really do appreciate indoor plumbing. When you have to go, especially when you're up on, like in New Zealand, we're up on the mountains and stuff. We would, and when we camped overnight when I was in school, and we had no running water. We had the river. We had a certain part of the river we could go and wash in, and then upstream where we could go and get the water to drink from. And yes, at that time we could drink the water straight out of the river. It was, but you had to do it where it was running, and it was beautiful, clear, crisp water. And I can't tell you, cannot describe to you. Excuse me. There is something about fresh mountain water where it comes straight off the glaciers, where it's the snow melting, and it comes down the rivers. It picks up all those minerals over all those rocks and everything as it keeps rolling down the mountain and stuff. And it is ice cold. It is refreshing. It can be very, very cold, but there's nothing like it. There is absolutely. I have never found any water that's like the fresh mountain water. It was amazing. And so having indoor plumbing, because a flushing toilet, something as simple as a flushing toilet, or not having to go and haul buckets of water to cook with and to wash the dishes, to make drinks with, and that sort of thing. So it's a good thing to be thankful for. Wisdom that comes with ages, mountains, eyesights, grocery stores, sunsets, entertainment, your mind, employment, diversity, moons and stars, electricity, air conditioning, hearing, children, ability to learn, people willing to teach, oceans, modern medicine, music, entrepreneurs and inventors, great minds, warm clothing, freedom to vote, an internet connection, challenges, hiking trails, vaccines, and armed forces. That was 60 very quickly listed things that you could be thankful for. If you don't know what to be thankful for, there's 60 ideas. Find something within those things. You don't have to specifically put, oh, I'm thankful for family. Who in your family are you particularly thankful for? Are you thankful for everybody in your family? Or is there one particular person that stands out that's always supported you, loved you, no matter what, and helped you and supported you through everything that you have done? Maybe they deserve a little thing. So back to our list of 6 ways to add gratitude. We've got keeping the gratitude journal is one way. Write a gratitude letter to yourself and others. Why would you write a gratitude letter to yourself? Think about it. What are you grateful for about yourself? Are you grateful for the ability that you have the ability to read and write? Are you grateful that you have a fantastic memory? Are you grateful for the fact that you are healthy? Are you grateful for the fact that you have a sharp mind? Are you grateful for the fact that you love your body? There's all sorts of things that you could be grateful for. One of the things I wrote down this morning is that I am grateful for my excellent health. I'm also grateful for my physical abilities. I am not as flexible as I used to be. Not that I was that flexible to start with, but I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but I still can move, and I can still move. I can still get up and dance. I can still go for long walks. Never been much of a runner, but that's okay. I'm not a big running fan, but I am grateful for those who are and are willing to get out there and do it. More power to them. Write a gratitude letter to somebody who is special to you in your life to say thank you for being there, for supporting you, for whatever it is that you're grateful to them for. Maybe you've been sick and they came over and helped run the household for you and looked after the kids. Send them a letter of gratitude, and get a card. Do it with a card, not an email, not a text message. With a card. Do it with a card. Gratitude meditations. If you are somebody who likes to meditate, how about meditating on the one that they suggested is, as you inhale, you go, I am, and as you exhale, you go, grateful. And and while you're imagining what it is that you are grateful for. For meditation, do a gratitude meditation. Express gratitude as much as you can. If somebody does something for you, turn around and say thank you. If somebody opens a door for you to allow you to go through first, say thank you. I mean, and I know some people are going to hate me for this or be upset with me about this, but I love it when a guy opens a door for me. Whether it's a car door, a door into a store, a door into a room, I love it when they open the door and then stand back and allow me to go first. I love that. I love opening doors for other people as well, but I'm old school in a way. I love those gentleman things. My dream was always to be a stay-at-home mom. That didn't quite happen. But I said and Brad was like, what's one of the regrets that you had? When we were talking about regrets in life and stuff, I said my regret was that I didn't get to live my dream of being a stay-at-home mom and being able to take care of the house, have the meals on the table when you came home, and spend my day looking after the house, doing what needed to be done around the house, doing some sewing for things in the house rather than going out and having to buy things, being able to sit down and actually make them, to really make our house a home. That was one of my lifelong dreams, and I never got a chance to fully do that because I had to go out and work. Um, and then when we got to the stage where I could do that, we're now battling Brad's cancer. So I loved every minute, and I don't care how many tears I had to shed during it, but I loved every minute when I was there at the house, when I was at home, and I was able to take care of Brad. I was able to be a wife to him as well as a caregiver, but I was able to, prepare those meals and stuff. Yes, I did get to the point where even when I remember going into the kitchen one evening to put our dishes away, 2 plates, 2 forks. That's all that had to go into the dishwasher. The thought, when I walked into the kitchen and all of a sudden I got this big wave of emotion came over me, that the thought of having to open the dishwasher to put 2 plates and 2 forks in there absolutely overwhelmed me so much I had a meltdown. And after that, we used disposable plates. But that was okay. That was where we were at, and that's what we needed to do at the time. And I'm grateful that we had the ability to be able to do that. So I'm grateful for that. So always express gratitude as much as you can. Savor the good things that happen to you. So I like it when, like I said, when guys open doors and allow me to go first. I love that. I'm very much I like chivalry. Old-fashioned girl. I like chivalry. And I guess it's because I've always seen the way that, growing up in the loving home that I had as a child, and seeing the way that my dad always treated my mom. She is his queen, and he treats her that way. He's always opening the door for her. He will go and make her a cup of tea. He's always doing something for her, and just with the loving touches that he gives her, or the kisses that he gives her every now and again, and that is what I've always wanted. That is what I always wanted, to be able to stay at home and look after the home and family, and have a guy that would treat me like a queen. That was, it's what I grew up with. It's what I saw. And today, you look around and you see the way some men treat women or some women treat their men, and I'm like, that is not the way. That is, yeah, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get on my soapbox about that. But savor the good things that happen to you. So I am grateful for the home that I grew up in, and for the dreams and for the ability to be able to dream. So I'm grateful for that. Savor the good things that happen to you, and don't take gratitude for granted. Never ever take gratitude for granted. It is. They say here in the article, remind yourself throughout the day of all the things you have to be grateful for. You could be sitting down. You could be sitting there and it's like something's frustrating you, like with genealogy, when you're researching, you hit that brick wall and it's sort of like, I am grateful I can take these deep breaths. I am grateful for this brick wall, because it means I have to tap in to my smarts and my resources to find a way around it. I'm grateful that I'm now able to use my creativity to get around, under, over, or through this brick wall. Just remind yourselves of that. Remind yourself that every time you sit down to have a meal, be grateful for the meal that you've been able to put in front of you on the table. Even if it's a piece of toast, be grateful for the fact that you have a piece of toast to eat, and that it can nourish your body. There's times that I sit down and I look at my meal and go, I'm looking through my fridge and it's sort of like, what do I feel like making? And I stand there and I go, I don't feel like making anything. I think I'll just have a bowl of cereal. And my cereal of choice is, I love Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes, I do like all the granola ones and all of that, but for some reason I've got a Honey Nut Cheerio thing at the moment. I think it's because it's one of Brad's favorite things. And so, when I sit down at dinner time with a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, I'm thankful for that bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes, I have all this other great food in the fridge I could have easily cooked up, but I wasn't in the mood to cook. But I'm grateful that I had something like Honey Nut Cheerios that I could throw into a bowl and be able to sit down and enjoy it. And yes, I have a dog that would sit here next to me and just sit there and just sort of like look down at the food and then look up again. Look down at the food. She didn't get any Cheerios this morning. She is not happy with me. But, I'm grateful for the fact that I was stuck to my guns. I didn't give in to her, because I want her stomach, her digestive system to settle down a little bit. And but she did get up and she did go and eat her own food. when she saw I was sticking to my guns, she did go and eat her own food. So I'm grateful that she saw that no matter how much she whined at me or spoke to me or anything else, that she was able to that she had food that she could go and eat, even if it wasn't, her 4 Honey Nut Cheerios that she got for breakfast. Um, so, be grateful for the things that you have. Be grateful for each moment in your life. Don't take things for granted. Be thankful for them. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. Let us know in the comments below what it is that you're grateful for today. And we will catch you guys later this evening. He konera.